Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day for the whole of warga Petronas. My name is Mohamed Amin Abdullah. I've been with this organization for the past 33 years. Now I'm doing part-time with Petronas in coaching, facilitating the Generative Culture program. Generative culture is about doing the right thing even when nobody is watching. So this something that we always embrace in Generative Culture program, which is actually when you talk about Generative Culture, is divided into 3 parts. Right? So let me start by asking each and every one of you to touch your chin, please. Can you touch your chin? Okay. I can see that many of you are touching your cheek actually. So chin is here. So the point I'm trying to say here, the very first point about generative culture, about role model HSSC is business. So when you talk about role model, you can see that when I role model as leader, you just follow me, despite what I say is something else. So action speaks louder than words. When we talk about role model HSSC is business, this is very important as leaders. We must really believe that HSSC is something that we cannot have two way about it. It's our license to operate. In fact, it's our license to exist. If we do not take care of our HSSC, we may no longer be around. So the second part of generative culture is about psychological safety, about creating psychological safety in our organization. When we talk about creating psychological safety, this is something that really essential part of what we are doing in generative culture by creating an environment where people feel safe, people feel comfortable to give feedback, people do not have concerns about retribution for giving feedback, truthful feedback. So this is where as leaders we must create an environment where truthful feedback is really welcome. We really want people to come and talk to us about what's the reality down there, rather than trying to paint everything everything green down there. So we do not want this so-called watermelon syndrome, green outside, red inside. So as part of creating psychological safety, we as leaders must listen, evaluate, and take action. I believe when we create this psychological safety, the organization will move towards a better, higher level of generative culture, because people feel safe being in the organization, voicing out with candor and so on. And the third part of this generative culture is about conscious risk awareness. When you talk about conscious risk awareness, this is where we really want everybody that come into our plant is aware about the risk they are going into. We must make sure that we give them the right capability, empower them with the right capability, the right competency to do the right job. So that we want people to feel that they are entering into an organization where we are very, very concerned about HSSC is our top priority and everybody must do it. So when you talk about conscious risk awareness, we are talking about also about the interdependency between us and our partners, our contractor. So to me, this is something sometimes we forget. Although the contractor work for us, but we cannot abandon the accountability. The accountability is still with us. So we are interdependent between us and the contractor. Their failure is our failure. Their success is our success. So it's very, very important for us as leaders keep on emphasizing this. Create that experience for people entering our plant that we are serious about HSSC, so that people will know that this is an organization where generative culture really is being lived throughout the organization. Our SOP, a progressive energy and solution partners, enriching lives for a sustainable future, is something that is very close to me, in the sense that when you talk about generative culture, we do a lot with regard to sustaining the business, so that we can continue doing our business in a sustainable way, in a safe way. It's our license to exist. You don't take care of your business and sustain it, we may no longer be around. So this is something that is very, very important. We must make sure that it happens. And it really touched me when I saw the video of Ustad Abdullah. He's actually living our statement of purpose about enriching life, doing his part, helping the communities around, the needies and so on. And I personally, when I was the CEO of PETRONAS PICL Egypt in Cairo, for 4 years I was there, and one of the things that is very close to me, I'm very passionate about doing some of the CSR. And some of the CSR that we did is visiting schools, giving a donation to the community, helping the community to earn a living and so on. And also a very important part of it is also giving scholarships to the students. This is just an example how we as PETRONAS, we are actually enriching the life of people around us by making sure that it's not only about helping them once, but just like the scholarship, we are actually pulling out the people from the hardcore poor society, for example, into the middle class and so on. I thought this is something really sustainable approach by giving scholarship. I'm quite active in NGOs, and this is something that we have been doing to help people not only in Malaysia but also internationally. Some of the events that we have done is in Cambodia, for example, where we help poor people, the needies, building tube wells, helping them with some to earn a living and so on. So to me, when you talk about creating a sustainable future, this is part of it, helping the people to have a sustainable future. Okay, in the morning session we discuss about sustainability, and it's obvious to us there's no planet B. We have to live in this planet, like it or not. We have to take care of it, not only for us but for the future generation. There's no two way about this. You look at the recent floodings that happened in Malaysia. It's very sad. It's very sad indeed to note that. Partly this is because of the forest is not really taken care of. When the forest is cut down, there's no longer any more buffer for the rains. It just gush down and that's where the flooding started. And of course it's partly because of the climate change and so on. So this is just an example why we must make sure that we take care of our environment. Whatever we do, we must do it sustainably, so that it's not only for us today, but also for our grandchildren and great-grandchildren, so that they have a chance to live a much better life than we have today. I've been working for PETRONAS for the past 33 years, and this is something that I must say that I feel blessed, and I really cherish all the moments that I have in PETRONAS. When we embark into this Generative Culture program, I thought this is one of the best thing that has ever happened to me and the organization as a whole. This when we really embark into a culture program. It's not only an improvement program, but a culture program where we try to improve how we do things in this organization. So it will take time to change the culture, but I thought this worth every bit of it. It's not only about improving the organization. I thought more importantly is about changing ourselves. I thought I gained the most, and I try to impart this to all the leaders that I work with, be the top management, the middle management, even the frontliner. If one thing that I can impart to all of you, or something that I can request from all of you, is let's embrace this generative culture. I'm sure if you embrace it, you will see the difference in yourself and your organization. And the other part is also about when you talk about sustainability, it's not only words, it's not only about talking about sustainability, but it's actually the more important part is about doing it. When you talk about the 3R, the recycle, reduce and reuse, it's not only words, but you must do something about it. The bottom line of all of this, this is something that we must do, and even small things that you can see around you, just do it and make an impact within your circle of influence. Do it get the people around you to support this good intentions. When you talk about accessibility, the 3R is not only words, as I said. The most important part is about doing. So my last word is stay safe, stay healthy, bend the curve. Thank you, everyone.